Now the champion St Helens, Wellens at full-back, Hall, Hoppy, Iro and Stewart, Sculthorpe alongside Tommy Martin. And their forward pack, Stankovich, Cunningham and Matautia, Joint and Shields and Yonkers. And a big boost for Saints on the bench, David Furley back after injury, Cruikshank, Edmondson and Kirkpatrick. The coach, Ian Millward.
Yonkers, inside it goes to Cunningham.
To be fair, Eddie, I don't think Saints have been in a position to actually do any attacking skills at all.
Kieran Cunningham wasn't too impressed with the tackle that was just put in on him by Dion Bird. That's a great ball from Martin to Iro, and Iro has got support either side. He gives it wide, and Kirkpatrick isn't tackled and will score. John Kirkpatrick just on for Anthony Stewart in the blood bin, and Kirkpatrick, his 6th consecutive appearance in the 17. And the 22-year-old has scored the first try of the match for St Helens. That's why they're so dangerous. They're on the defensive, and suddenly they switch to the attack with venom.
First real chance, combination between the two halfbacks, Martin and Sculthorpe, got Iro away. I thought perhaps he might have taken the wrong option, but Kirkpatrick had the presence of mind to get away from the half-hearted tackle. The sliding defence was caught there. Hull couldn't get across quick enough, and this is a good effort from the substitute. Made that quite clear now. It's open warfare.
Well, don't say that. We've got some very important matches to come between now and the end of the season.
How does Sonny Nicol feel about it? He gets 6 months for a similar tackle. They're confusing me, and they're confusing the players and coaches.
Not this fellow though. Cunningham with a great run, cut down by a very important tackle. This is Hoppy to Wellens, Wellens to Sculthorpe. Here's Tommy Martin. He dropped the shoulder, but thought about the pass, delayed, and fatally Campbell got in for the tackle.
Well, that's the first time we've seen Cunningham get involved in this game.
Yonkers flicks the ball back to Iro. Big fellow with so much strength, but that's good defence from Grimaldi. Iro to his feet, plays the ball to Sculthorpe. And Sculthorpe attacking this line. Sculthorpe! Oh, magnificent try! Paul Sculthorpe again for St Helens. What a year this fella's having. Absolutely fabulous try again from Paul Sculthorpe. Only number 23 of the season. Sculthorpe has just illuminated this match again.
What a player. They have paid the price going high. That's the second attempt. That's the third. And he just brushed them away. You've got to go for the legs on this fella. Quality needs a good tackle. And 3 attempts were feeble.
Well,
he's just a passenger.
How is he still out there? And Shields has got a problem. They're trying to get Fairley off. He won't come. Shields is limping around. He's got a problem. There's Peter Shields. And you just wonder, Steve-o, honestly, how many more injuries this St Helens club can absorb. They're running out of troops. 6 to half-time. And it'll be like emergency ward 10 in that St Helens dressing room. Yonkers hanging on the last tackle. Plays the ball to Cunningham. Here's Sculthorpe, a little dab, and it comes back. Oh, and that's back to 0.
Oh, the crowd won't like that.
Furley's on his way off.
Well, the ball definitely played the man there on that occasion.
Well, unless there was an indication of arms for a charge down, maybe there was. Maybe there was by Mark.
Well, there looked to be a knock-on from Sculthorpe as well. That'll be a knock-on, so that'll be play on. There's no advantage. You'll bring them back for the scrum. Well, they may be battered and bruised, this St Helens side. They still hang on to a 4-point lead.
You have to wonder, though, when the dam will break for St Helens. You've already lost Long and Newlove all the way through this season. Tommy Martin's been out for so long. They've got Shields on one leg, and that was a bad ball.
Shields.
They've got Furley off again. And
that's another mistake. Play on.
Play on. Referee takes a look at the touch judge. No advice, so it's his play on. And here is Hoppy. Well, a comedy of errors here.
There, yeah. Lost it there.
Stankovitch. Kirkpatrick.
I think Saints will be quite happy just to run this ball out. Make sure that they go to the half-time break.
There's a run from Cunningham.
Here we go.
halted by Dion Bird. Stankovitch to Peter Shields, and it goes on the bounce to Joint, and wide to Iro. Here's danger for Hall. The ball played inside to Yonkers. Yonkers keeps it going, flicks the pass into Heath Cruikshank, and eventually the tackle's completed. They might get a chance for one more tackle, St Helens. They will. Will they go for 1 point? It's with Tommy Martin. He dabs it over, looking for Wellens on the run. Well picked up, though, by the Hull defender.
Chances like that, there won't be many. You've got to take them. There's still 4 points adrift.
And a big penalty awarded there to St Helens. That's why they are now 5 metres short of the line with a bundle of tackles to come. And here is Cunningham. Cunningham fighting his way to the line.
He's done it again.
KEIRON Cunningham. Well, it's not been given yet, but the referee wants to check it out. And Cunningham's reaction tells us that he has scored a try here.
No doubt in my mind. Well, we said that Paul Sculthorpe and KEIRON Cunningham would have to lift their game in the second half, and they've done it. It's TRY time, and that is a bitter blow. A silly penalty given away by the Hull side allowed St Helens a position. It says it all. There's the look on the face of Sean McRae. He knows that barely 60 seconds away they should have scored the try. Cook threw it into touch, and then Cunningham comes up with a special. Wonderful effort.
It's a very thin dividing line between success and failure, isn't it?
Certainly has been tonight. Decisions. Hull will look at the try to King.
Shields isn't right. He's coughed it up again, and here is Bird, and he's lost it now. Play on. It's with Yonkers. Yonkers. It's a foot race with Yonkers and the entire Hull side. Prescott's missed him. Yonkers! What a run!
Oh, fantastic! But why did the fullback Prescott go so high yet again?
KIRKPATRICK, the dummy half, ball knocked out.
That'll be a head and feet to Saints.
It's got to be. They've got it back anyway.
Back to 6.
It was knocked down, and it's back to 0 on the tackle count. KIRKPATRICK inside to Hoppy.
What an effort, though, from Yonkers. But Steve Prescott, by going high, Eddie, is allowed to...
Stankovitch
is there!
will score the try for St Helens. It was created by the run from Tim Yonkers in the first place. Then Hull got a hand to it in the tackle. They surrendered another set of 6. Stankovitch didn't need them. Well, this fellow, they just bring them out at St Helens, they throw them in. It's either sink or swim, and they're swimming.
Well, there's a mistake from Bird, and Yonkers picked it up. But watch how the fullback goes too high. He really should have gone for the legs. Bang! That allowed Yonkers another 30 metres perhaps. And it gave Stankovitch the chance through the dummy. Watch the upper body strength here. Oh, that is a tremendous, super try. What an effort.
Minutes or so away from it. And here is Tommy Martin. He feeds it wide. And Stewart is in touch. His head was over the line. Richard Horne has a case.
Did it touch? That's a big question.
Yonkers!
What a game he's had. He has worked tirelessly. This is the incident, Stewart. Maybe not.
His hand was over.
Well, his head's there, yeah, because he got whitewash on his hair.
Well, let's not even debate that, because he is hot. And here is Martin! Martin scores for St Helens! Ian Millward punches the air with delight, and Tommy Martin scores a priceless try, maybe. Tommy Martin with the try, but we go back to that incident. Just beneath us here was Anthony Stewart, tackled in touch. Tommy Martin is celebrating the try, and have the Saints clinch the win.
Well, we talk about the hand of God, the foot of God. Now we're going to have the head of God, because
that hand actually was Horne's.
It was Horne's, but I think that his head went onto the line. Long pass, beautiful inside. Hoppy did ever so well, and we have not seen him hardly run more than 5 metres, Tommy Martin, until now. Sculthorpe took the gamble. Stankovitch back on the inside. Support play supreme by all the forwards, and then maybe Martin will set himself up, or will it be Sculthorpe?
Joint with the drive. They've still got time, they still have tackles. Cunningham, back it comes to Shields. Shields sees the gap.
Oh, what on earth are they doing yet again?
So play on, and Hull have one last chance.
Well, I can't believe that's a second occasion that they've tried to keep the ball alive. We know they're famous for it, but they're out on their feet. And Hull realise they know that Saints, they've scored tries in the dying seconds. Can Hull do the same?
What a break from Richard Horne. It's him against Wellens, and Wellens wins.
No support, the fullback held his ground absolutely magnificently.
Here they come again with Logan and Iro, but they get the ball away and then drop it. And that was Matt Crowther who fumbled it, and Tommy Martin drops on it gratefully, and that, I think, is the ball game to the champions. There'll be no heroics now.
Huge let off there, and he knows he's got away with an absolutely magnificent win. They were going down like ninepins in that first half. Patched up and battered, both sides are.
Dion Bird has been magnificent for Hull tonight. This is Sculthorpe again.
He's had a fine game too. He's led
30 seconds remain.
And he'll be very slow to play this. Surely Cunningham will go on his own. No, pass it out to Matautia. He knows he's going to hang on to this one.
Last tackle here, and Sean McRae's season's about to come to an end. Well, they are trying every trick in the book, and Sculthorpe just dumps it into touch. That's the match. There won't be time for this scrum to be formed. Saints have won it. Ian Millward, his men march on. They have dredged up an heroic win here at the Boulevard.